Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm going to teach you people English for grade 9. The topic of this today is Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It means that we are going to learn something about the personality of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How did he live? How did he live his life in this world? We are going to learn all about this. What are the objectives of this topic? The main objectives are two. The first one, that is learning correct pronunciation. The student may be able to learn correct pronunciation. They may understand the words and their correct meaning. The second objective, that is identifying parts of speech, because parts of speech are very much important for learning English, especially as a subject. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm going to start unit first for grade 9 students, but before starting, I'm going to discuss something about pre-reading. Pre-reading means to read before the actual reading. That gives us an idea, a clue that what we are going in the upcoming reading. So in pre-reading, here a sentence has been given, and that is, look at the mind map below to predict the content of the lesson. Now we are going to observe, we are going to watch, we are going to just concentrate to the mind map, and then we will be understand, especially the student will be understand that what they are going to learn and read in the upcoming actual reading. So, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, the actual reading. In the actual reading, a verse has been given from the Holy Quran, and the translation of this is in English, O you who have believed, seek help through patience and prayer. Indeed, Allah is with the patient. Al-Baqarah, Surah number 2 and Ayat 153. The Arabic of this verse is, O you who have believed, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu sta'inu bis sabri was salah, inna Allaha ma'as sabirin. So the English translation is, O you who have believed, seek help through patience and prayer. Indeed, Allah is with the patient. By tolerance we mean, now I'm going to start the lesson smoothly. By tolerance we mean a fair and objective attitude toward those whose lifestyle differs from ours. Now this is one sentence. Now look student, the sentence starts with by. The sentence starts with by. Now the question comes in our mind that why the sentence starts with by. As usually most of the teachers tell us that a sentence usually starts with the subjects. With what? Subject. And a simple sentence may be subject plus verb and plus object. Means S plus V plus O. But remember that English is a complicated language, because we have to pronounce it, we have to pronounce it more than 20 numbers, more than 20. So here a sentence may not be start with the subject, it may be with different words like this. By tolerance we means, here the sentence start with the by. Here are some of the quotations, some of the sentences, some of the proverbs and idioms that start with different words. Like for example, to err is human. Now look, this sentence or this idiom or this proverb start with the to. But simple sentence may start with this, like for example, Aslam goes to college daily. Now this is a simple sentence which start with a subject. So it means you have to learn different sentences which start with different words. Okay, now the next. Tolerance is the virtue which enable a person to forbear the attitude, negative remarks and action with patience. And calmness. Here ill is silent calmness. Don't ignore it while writing this word or the spelling of this word. But if you are going to pronounce this word calmness, so you have to keep silent the letter L, calmness. The life of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a superb example of tolerance. It is his tolerance that let him forgive his worst enemies. Here the word worst. Well, worst is the third form of adjective. Bad, worse, which is called determiner adjective. Truly, he is an epitome of tolerance, forgiveness, patience, and compassion. The Holy Quran describes him as Rahmatul lil Alameen, a mercy. What is meant by Rahmatul lil Alameen in English? It means a mercy unto the whole mankind and the universe. These are some of the new words and their English to English meaning on the whiteboard. Now you can observe objectives. English to English meaning means aims. Tolerance, to forbear. Third one is virtue. Virtue means quality. Compassion. Compassion means strong feelings of sympathy for people. Those who are in troubles, are in distress. This called strong feelings of sympathy, compassion. And the last one, that is epitome. Epitome doesn't mean only example, but it means a perfect example. Epitome means a perfect example of something or a person, maybe. Okay, now we are going to start the second paragraph, and that is, while preaching Islam in Makkah, the Quraysh ostracized him and his family, Banu Hashim. They lived in a valley called Shab Abi Talib. There was scarcity of food and water. The believers had no means of income, and they were leading a very tough life for a period of 3 years. It is not years, because when we are going to write this word year, so we have to use a year ago, for example. So the pronunciation of this word not year, because this is year, an year. What? An year. But the pronunciation of this word is year. You have to use a year. So then you have to use this one article. A year, not year ago. The believers had no means of income, and they were leading a very tough life, a very hard life, for a period of 3 years. During this situation, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam remained calm and tolerant, and never thought about taking any sort of revenge, any kind of revenge. Even after he had conquered Makkah, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught his followers to remain tolerant. Teach, taught. Now, what is the first, second, and third form of word? Because what are the objective of this? The objective of this lesson is, or we are going to learn the correct pronunciation first, and the second one is parts of speech. Parts of speech. Now, parts of speech, the first thing that is a word. And here, T-A-U-G-H-T, taught. Not thought, because thought is something else. T-H-O-U-G-H-T. The first form of this is thing. Thing, thought, thought. And this teach. Teach, taught, taught. Clear? Okay. Both these are called transitive verbs. Both these are called transitive verbs. Okay. So, even after he had conquered Makkah, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught his followers. Followers means the friends of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, mean Sahaba Karam. The followers, to remain tolerant. After the conquest of Makkah, the Muslim army entered Makkah humbly and peacefully. No house was robbed, no man or woman was insulted. Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam granted a general amnesty. Amnesty means general pardon. Amnesty means general pardon for everyone, not only for Muslim but also for non-Muslim. This is called amnesty, a general pardon. Aam muafi. Okay, a general pardon. Amnesty. Okay. To the entire population of Makkah. To the whole population of Makkah. After conquest of Makkah, when everybody gathered in Khane Kaaba, Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked the people of Quraysh, "What do you expect at my hands?" They all shouted in one voice, "Kindness and pity, gracious brother, gracious nephew." They were not disappointed. Last three lines of today's topic. Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam even forgave, second form of her forgave, Abu Sufyan and his wife, who were the worst enemies of Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and Islam. He plotted many times against the Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam never did so.